Hello all, today we are making Shami kebabs. Now the story behind the origin of these kebabs is really funny. I read somewhere that there was a Lucknow Mughal who had lost all his teeth and his chef created these kebabs because they are melt in the mouth so that he could eat them easily and enjoy the delicacy. These are usually made with lamb or mutton, but we are making it with chicken today. The recipe is exactly the same for lamb and mutton also, you can just replace it by the protein. Now let's see what ingredients we require for these kebabs. 1 kg nicely cleaned chicken with bone, 1 cup chana dal soaked for at least 1 hour, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 3 to 4 dry red chilies, 3 to 4 small bay leaves, 10 pearls of black pepper, 10 cloves, 2-inch cinnamon stick, 3 green chilies, 3 to 4 garlic pods and 2-inch of ginger chopped. Now we need 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. Now let's see how to prepare it. Take a cooker, preferably a bigger one. Put all your ingredients in it. Now why I took chicken with bone is that bones gives an added flavor to the kebabs. Boneless chicken can also be used, but the result won't be as good as the chicken with bone. Procedure is really simple to make, but the kebabs come out really tasty and melt in the mouth. When adding chilies, you can break them with hand and put them in pieces. Garlic pods I have taken whole, but ginger I have also cut in smaller pieces. Mix everything well. Add in half cup of water in it and then close the lid. Now we need to put it on the flame and give it 6 to 7 whistles so that the chicken and the pulses can be cooked nicely. After 6 to 7 whistles, let it cool down, let the steam out by itself and then open and check on your chicken. There will be a little water if you see in the bottom. What you need to do is just cook the water through on the open flame and dry it up. After the water is dried up, it would look something like this. You can see that the chicken is completely cooked, but the chana dal has a slight bite to it. That is the correct consistency we want. After 6 to 7 whistles, the chicken gets cooked really nicely, that it falls off the bone easily, like this. We need to again wait for at least 10 minutes for the mixture to cool down a bit. I transfer it to a wider plate so that it cools down quickly. Let's start grinding our mixture. We need to remove the bones from the flesh with our hands and the bay leaves and cinnamon stick. Rest everything can be grinded. I would advise to grind the mixture in 3 parts because if the grinder is loaded with the mixture, then the result comes out pastier, which we do not require. The end result, the consistency after grinding we need is like it's shredded and not pasty. As we're making Shami kebabs and not Galoti kebabs, there's a difference between both of them. Let's grind all our mixture and keep it ready to make the kebabs. This is the exact consistency what we want. It should be like shredded chicken. I've grinded all my mixture and put it in a bigger plate. For grinding the paste, the only thing we need to add is onion, mint and coriander. I've taken 2 onions chopped and 1 cup mint and coriander each. Add everything to the mixture. Spices and everything we had added while we were whistling it, so we do not need to add any more spices. The only thing if you require, if you want it more spicy, wherein I would suggest the spice is good enough. If you really like it spicier, you can add 2 to 3 chilies chopped at this stage. Once you have mixed the onions, coriander and mint really nicely, let's start making our kebabs. Give it a quick mix with your hands too, mixing everything together nicely so that the flavors can be gelled together. As the fresh mint and coriander adds to the flavor and the fragrance of the kebabs. Once done with the mixing of the mixture with your hands for at least 1 minute, your mixture is ready to be turned into kebabs. With this quantity of the mixture, you can make around 25 to 30 kebabs, also depending on the size you're making. What I do is I make these kebabs in batches so that I can freeze them and use them anytime in future I want to. These kebabs can be kept in the freezer for 1 week to 10 days also. These kebabs comes really handy when you have sudden guests. You can always pull it out of the freezer and fry them and amaze your guests with the flavorful Shami kebabs. I'm showing you here how to freeze it in the freezer also, how to place it. Take a tray, put a cling film over it, make a layer of the kebabs, put another cling film over that layer, and then put the extra kebabs over it. And then cover it with another cling film, nice and tight, sealing from all the edges so that no moisture enters the kebabs when in the freezer. It's not necessary that you need to freeze them, you can make them right away. So a batch I'm keeping it in the freezer, and rest 4 of the kebabs I'm showing you how to fry them. Now these kebabs are really soft, so you need to be really gentle while frying them or turning them. Take a pan, put 1 teaspoon of ghee or oil in it. I usually do it with ghee because it brings out a better flavor. Place your kebabs over it on medium heat and let them get golden from one side. I want to remind you all here that the mixture is completely cooked. We just need to make it little golden and crispy from both the sides. I would repeat once again, please be really gentle while you are turning them when frying, because once on the second cook, they become really soft and fragile and can tend to break. Drizzle a little more ghee if you want to, or you can avoid it also. Fry them golden and serve them with your choice of chutney. Our kebabs are ready to serve. Subscribe to my channel, like the videos and share them too. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you for watching and see you again next time with a new recipe. Namaskar.